Kids put on a glove, paint their school colors and whatever. You get a handprint, each cinder block, 8 foot by 24 foot long frame.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they've got enough to go.
Oh man, it kind of stinks anybody before. And I was like, oh yeah, no, this is the first graduating class of this school. The more you sell, the more you think you got to spend, what you do have to spend.
Let's see if I can have an accent.
Not at all. I'm just saying that chair doesn't look like you're supposed to stand in it.
I think.
Meet Blair and Shannon, siblings and co-owners of Local Stature. Join them as they navigate the ups and downs of running a laser engraving business together, from creative projects with their laser machines to behind-the-scenes challenges. They're here to share it all. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along on their journey.
Found in high school, this is their first graduating class, so what they wanted a large mural frame. They're gonna build a big mural, but they wanted a big frame around it. The actual day when they build the mural themselves, what they're gonna do is kids put on a glove, paint their school colors and whatever pattern design they want on their hand, palm print the wall. 8 foot by 24 foot long frame, and then they wanted just a class of 2025 in the center. So I snuck up here this weekend, got that installed, but it's glued on the wall because they didn't really want us drilling into the cinder block. So I had to use like construction adhesive to kind of get everything on the wall. So it's all taped up. It's supposed to sit for at least 24 hours. So we're gonna come in here and just pull the tape. Humongous. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so they've got enough to go, enough wall to go at least 4 years, no issues.
I was gonna say, I don't want to start ripping off until you're ready.
No.
You know it's good?
Yeah.
All right. But I see now why you said you need your ladder. And they don't have one here?
I can grab a chair.
What'd you end up using to glue it?
Just like a regular like liquid nails adhesive or something like that.
Yeah. This looks good, Shannon. Good job. How'd you do this by yourself?
I do a little help from you know,
people around?
Wife. Yeah, the wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was out of town while you were trying to do this.
Well, we got to talk, and I was like, well, I need to get in and do that. The biggest issue was, you know, you can't have 24 foot boards, so I had to take 2 boards and put them together.
And several rolls of tape.
One roll.
roll?
Less than one.
Okay.
The big one. I bought 3.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was going to need them.
Yeah.
And it was just one.
All right. So then you said they're going to do the handprint.
So if you look up here, you can get a handprint. Each cinder block is about 2 handprints. You know, some kids will be bigger, some kids must be smaller. There's 400 kids, so you need 200 blocks. So 200 blocks turned into 8 foot by 24 foot. They thought it was going to be like this big. I was like, no, we're not in elementary school. So you see what I'm saying?
And I got tiny hands,
right.
So yeah.
So you can put that there. So the goal is to do your handprint however you want it, and then
share it with someone.
Probably get some dryers or something dry. Let them sign it, and then clear coat the whole thing.
Remind me, because I know that we've been asked to do something somewhat similar but different. But it's something, you know, in the realm for another high school, our high school that we went to.
Our old alma mater Malden. So the PT, not PTA, PTSA, so it's Parents Teacher Students Association, reached out, and they had kind of a mural that they had set up. And what they had done is sold, they look like little bricks, but they're like 5 inches by 2 inch little acrylic tags with the person's name and class of and the Malden Maverick logo. And what they did was just on the wall, just randomly stick them everywhere. And it was like alumni corner or something like that. The problem is this year the school is getting repainted, all the walls. And so if it doesn't have a true mural on it, they want to pull everything off, repaint the walls. Well, they decided they want to do, the school was established in 1973, and they want 1973, 4 huge numbers.
Like from almost ground to ceiling?
It's, well, the way they're explaining it.
Like a couple, I think I remember her saying, but they're bricks, they're not cinder blocks. I do remember that detail.
No, where it is block.
Oh, I thought she said it was bricks.
No, it's cinder block where it is. I've seen it. But it's still only this tall. This is the standard height. So a 8 foot, so a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of plywood really is all you can do for per
number.
Per number.
Yeah.
Unless I make the font even bigger and stretch it out. And then what I want to do is somehow incorporate like a grid.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea to have it to
Or a honeycomb. So
the tiles fit into
so we'll just say like the number 9, 4x8 sheet, slap it on there, and then do a 2-inch inset. So you have that solid wood border, and then make those little 2-inch by 4-inch, whatever we come up with, and make a honeycomb or a brick pattern in another layer of plywood. And
make it look.
And the reason why it's easy, so they can come back and they can add those tiles or those name badges at any given time, and they'll be uniform, and it'll look good. And then also you can say, we already have 700. We have enough to sell 900 more, just whatever number you can think of.
Yeah.
And then, but to make it big enough, I've got to go by their measure to see how big of a spot they want it. Because do they just want 4 numbers, 4 foot wide, or do they want like huge numbers and they want to take up 30, 40 feet? So they can add to it for years. And then also whatever their budget is.
So that is where we could cut like cardboard or paper or whatever and put it up so they can see.
So and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of taking sheets of cardboard and go ahead and cutting them just so they can kind of see a reference of what I'm talking about, and put it up to see if they like that. And that costs nothing, except time. And then start hitting up the other high schools and saying, we have 2 examples of this. Is there anything else your school may want? And do it that way. So let's see if I can have an accident.
Oh, that?
Yeah. What are you saying?
That doesn't look.
Are you saying I'm fat, Blair?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that
huge?
chair doesn't look like you're supposed to stand in it.
I think.
All right, it looks fine.
See?
I think
So
it's
down in me.
safe now. I'm listening to that Profit First book because
I have not had the opportunity.
Because a lot of people suggested that, and I was like, well, it must be something to it.
What's the biggest thing that's jumped out so far in that book?
It's pretty much telling you to pay attention to your expenses, that the more you sell, the more you think you got to spend, what you do have to spend. But I guess like to sum it up, if you have extra money, you're more than likely going to be like, oh, we could buy this material, or oh, we could buy this, or we could spend it on this and this and that and that. And then you never end up having a profit because you had extra money that you end up spending. But if you take your profit first, you are forced to
go work.
Do what?
To go work.
No, you're forced to be like if we didn't have a lot of extra money to spend on materials, but you have to buy materials, you figure it out.
Right.
You figure out a way to streamline things, you figure out a way to purchase, what you need to purchase, only what you need to purchase because you have a smaller amount of money.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
But if you have a larger amount of money, you're more than likely to spend it. But if you say, this is all that I have to spend,
you make it work.
You make it work. Okay, so you come up with different processes and whatnot to be more efficient, to be more financially
responsible.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll jump on it here soon.
Yeah, because I felt like it was pretty interesting.
So I'm out of town this weekend. I will travel, and I will probably listen to that while I'm traveling.
There you go. But yeah, so I was kind of plugging in the numbers and all that today, and then trying to come up with different things to put on Etsy.
Oh yeah, what you want to? What's
No, I'm just saying, just you know, like
anything
just
you
kind
really
of
want to put on there real quick?
The Savannah Bananas stuff.
Airport map.
And that, yeah, whenever you do it, I'm just waiting on you.
Are we doing another one? Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought the airport map was already on there. I thought you were wanting to put on just to just a normal airport, so it's not customized, remember?
Yeah, I can do
so
that.
we don't.
Yeah, I can do that.
So we try not to have as much customization on there.
Gotcha.
I mean, we can, but we need stuff that's not
Oh, I've got some other things I can do.
customized.
Yeah. Construction adhesive, just caulk and gun, just the good stuff. Basically,
There's liquid nail, right?
or a variant of that. Just that's like the most
I've used
popular
that
brand.
before to put up.
So just on the back, measured everything out, brought a leveled and measured the space, stuck it on there, taped it on there. Like I said, the hardest thing was the actual frame because of the weight. And so we had already counted out the blocks. I knew how big it had to be and how high she wanted it from the top and the bottom. So it's not perfectly center top to bottom, but that's the way they wanted it. So.
Oh, and this is the first graduating class because this is a new school and this is the first year that they're going to have a graduating class. Because I was like, oh man, it kind of stinks anybody before. And I was like, oh yeah, no, this is the first graduating class of this school. This is the class, I'm going to say. So they want to personalize it and put their handprints on it. And then, like I said, go as far as they can.
Go as many years as they can.
Yeah.
If you turn the corner, I think it's the gym. The wooden doors is a brand new expansion. It actually is another, I think, 40 classes that way. Like I said, they get to sign it.
Add some color down this hallway.
Yep, and then, that's exactly right. And then we'll clear coat it so kids can't really tear it up too bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then roll with it.
Sweet. What?
It's a stamp.
I know, that's what I was like gonna say, just like leave it because somebody might be looking for it. Yeah, they'll find it.
All right, that's it.